So like I say, it's week 2, so maybe you're getting used to it and settling into routine, or maybe the novelty is worn off, rather like me. I'm finding it a bit hard knowing that it's going to be a little while, but whatever the case, it is going to be a while, so we just need to try and manage it and learn how to control it, not let it get the better of us, make the best out of it, that kind of thing. Hello, Kerry, hope you're okay. Maybe you can do relaxation at the end. Alright, so let's forget about the day, whether it was doing loads of work from home or not feeling brilliant or trying to keep all the kids entertained or trying to keep them off devices or on devices, whichever suited you at the time. And we'll just start by sitting quietly, slowing the breathing down. So just come into an easy sitting position, so whether that's cross-legged or whether the legs are out in front, however is going to be comfortable for you for a couple of minutes. So just bringing the hands into Yoga Mudra, so crossing the right fingers over left and just lowering them into the lap, resting them in the lap. Sitting up nice and straight, have the back straight, shoulders back, head up. And just closing the eyes. And we're just going to start by slowing the breathing down. So focusing on the breath. Breathing in and out through the nostrils, unless you've got a blocked nose. Slowing the breath right down. As you breathe in, just imagine or notice that the chest is rising as you fill the lungs. And as you breathe out, notice the chest falling as you empty the lungs. And we're just going to sit and focus on the breath for a couple of moments, focusing on breathing in and breathing out. Trying to lengthen the breath, if you can, to a 6 count in and a 6 count out. If that's too long, maybe 5 in, 5 out. Or maybe 4 in, 4 out. Whatever you can manage, as long as the breath is consistent, as long as you can make it, and as deep as you can make it. Breathing in and breathing out. Focusing on the lungs. Imagining them as 3-dimensional things, which they are. So as you breathe in, you're expanding to the front, the sides and the back. And as you breathe out, they're deflating the same way. Just like a balloon inflating and then deflating. Just breathing in and breathing out. Nice, deep, conscious breathing. Keeping the eyes closed, bringing the palms together at the chest and Namaskara Mudra. And we'll just chant Om 3 times and then the Guru Gayatri mantra. And if you want, you can join in with the Oms at home. So breathing in. Tatparampariyaya vidmahe Jnanalingeshwaraya dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayate Om. Alright, opening the eyes, stretching the legs out. And to start by warming up, getting the energy moving, getting the blood flowing. So just start by shaking the legs, shaking the head. I think all of you on here have done the classes before, but just to say, go gently, don't do anything if it hurts. Just go easy, and if you're not feeling well, then stop doing a practice. And I have the messages here, so I might even be able to respond if you say something. You never know. Taking the feet to the edges of the mat, so rolling the toes to the outsides and then bringing the toes together. Rotating the ankles. Rotating all the way up the legs to the hips. Let's take the feet in big circles one way, so rotating the feet, moving the ankles one way and then the other way. Nice big circles. And giving them a shake again. Shaking the head. Give the shoulders a shake as well now. Just loosening up. Go gently if you want to, or a bit more vigorously if that's what you need. Alright, so bringing the right knee to the chest, drawing it close, sitting up straight, rotating the ankle one way. And then the other way. And then bouncing. Again, just bouncing gently if that's enough, or if you feel like you need to get the blood and the energy flowing, give it a good bounce. Keeping the back nice and straight. Let's do the other leg. So left knee in, holding it straight, rotating the left ankle one way. And then the other way. And then bouncing. Bring the leg down, a little bit of toe touching, so go gently to start with, just stretching out towards the toes. So we're just bouncing towards the toes, trying to reach forward of the toes. Go easy, especially if you've had your tea. You don't want it to come back up again. Taking the hands behind the head, let's bring the nose towards the knees. Just go as far as you can, don't overdo it. Stretching out that back after sitting at a desk all day. And taking the hands behind the back, clasping the hands, bringing the head down, bringing the arms up. They may not come up very far, that's okay. Again, just go gently. And then coming back. Shaking it all out, shaking the legs, shaking the head. Alright, so let's grab the right foot with the right hand. So straighten the leg if you can, or keeping it bent, and you could have the hand under the calf or the thigh. Swinging the leg out to the right. Swinging as far as you can. Getting some movement, mobility into the hip joint. And then bringing that one down, let's do the left foot. So bringing the left leg up, holding the left foot with the left hand, swinging. Can't get the hang of these messages on here. Swinging the left leg out as far as you can. Opening up the hips. And then bringing the left leg down. All right, so let's bring the right foot up again. So cross it, bringing the, folding the right leg, bringing the right foot on top of the left thigh, or bring it to the inside of the left thigh if that's easier. Right hand on right leg, bouncing up and down. And I don't even have anyone to tell me whether I'm doing left and right properly, but hopefully you'll just know, and hopefully I'll mainly get it right. I'm having to concentrate quite hard doing it like this. Or maybe I just got lazy before with all you lovely people who know what you're doing. So we're just bouncing the right knee up and down. No resistance to the right leg. Using the hand to move the leg up and down. Alright, so we're going to pick the right leg up, so bringing it up close to the body as much as you can, and we're going to drop the leg. So breathe in, holding it close, and I'm going to let it down with the sigh. I'm going to drop it. And again, right leg, picking it up, holding it tight to the chest, and then just dropping it. Once more, breathing in and out. Switching legs. So bringing the left foot onto the right thigh or alongside the right thigh, left hand on left knee, bouncing the left knee up and down this time. So again, using the hand to push the knee up and down. The leg's not doing anything, it's just a dead weight. Just opening up the hips, loosening up, getting rid of any tension in the hips, where we hold a lot of emotion in the hip joint, so it's good to loosen it up. Alright, so let's pick the left foot up. So you're picking it up and bring it close to the chest as you can. Ideally, you're trying to get the left foot into the crook of the right elbow, but just do your best and breathe in, bring it up, hold it close and let it down with a sigh. And again, breathing in, left leg to the chest, letting it out. One more time, breathing in, squeezing close, letting it out. And then stretching the legs out, giving them a shake, shaking the head, shaking the shoulders. Alright, so let's take the legs wide now. Taking the legs as wide as you can, making fists, and we're just going to give the legs a good thump, insides of the thighs, tops of the thighs, backs of the thighs, the bottom, coming all the way down if you can, both legs. Keep tapping. I really want to get these messages. Oh, there we are. Yes, Becca, you can do it. Next time. Can you get it out though? That's the question, I suppose. With a toe touching to the right, stretching forward and over the right foot. Hi Tara and everyone I didn't say hello to before. So bouncing over the right foot. Coming up, going to the left, bouncing over the left foot. Coming up, let's go to the middle, so taking the palms to the floor, just sliding them as far forward as you can go. Go gently, and then when you're as far forward as you can go, just very lightly moving the hands forwards and backwards, with the palms flat on the floor, very gently bouncing and stretching. And then coming up, sliding the hands back up and coming up. Alright, so let's bring the soles of the feet together now. So taking the soles of the feet together, wrapping the hands around the feet, drawing the feet in as close as you can. But you can have them a little away from the body if that's easier. Sitting up straight, we're just going to butterfly the knees. Up and down. Baddha Konasana. Butterfly posture. So flutter your knees. bouncing gently. Alright, so we're going to balance on the tailbone. I haven't done this one on camera yet, so I don't think I've got a hold of my trousers. I think I'm far enough away from the camera anyway. So just grabbing the two big toes with the thumb and the forefinger of each hand, leaning back on the tailbone. So we're going to lift the legs off the floor. So leaning on the tailbone, just lift the feet off the floor, holding the toes. And you can stay like this if you want to, or very gradually. Try and straighten the legs. Make sure there's nothing behind you that you're going to clonk your head on if you fall over. Find a spot on the floor to stare at to keep your balance. Hopefully you're in a big enough space. Or maybe you're using the walls to keep yourself propped up. Let's bring the legs together now, keeping them off the floor, bringing the hands underneath the calves. And you can either stay like this, or if you can, just trying to straighten the legs, holding them up in front of you. And very slowly bringing them back down. Well done if you didn't fall over, and hooray if you did, it's fun. Okay, so just stretching the legs out again, thumping and shaking the legs, shaking the head. Lovely. Let's take the hands out now, so stretching the hands out in front, tapping the fingers into the palms, so tapping alternate fingers, or each finger rather, singly into the palm. And here's a brain test. See if you can do different fingers on either hand rather than the same finger on each hand. It's impossible for me. It's a brain thing. And then opening and closing. So fully opening, fully closing. Nice big stretches of the fingers and the hands. Getting the tension out. Making fists now. Let's rotate the wrists one way and then the other way, and then rotating at the elbows. And then the other way. We're going to move the shoulders by swimming forwards one way and then swimming back. And again coming forwards like you're swimming. And then take the arms the opposite direction. Oh, it's my fairy lights just gone. Coming forwards, coming backwards, and then coming back to sitting. Have the hands on the thighs. So bringing the chin to the chest. We'll rotate the head 360 degrees. So going to the right side first, moving with the breath, rolling the head round in a big circle, matching the breath to the movement. So breathing in, taking the head round to the right shoulder and back. Breathing out down to the left, chin to chest. And again, breathing in, past the right shoulder, all the way back. Breathing out, down to the left, chin to chest. And again, breathing in, head back. Breathing out, down to the left, chin to chest. To the left now, breathing in, taking the head past the right ear, taking the head back. Breathing out, down to the right, chin to chest, and again to the left, breathe in, head back, breathing out, chin to chest, once more, breathing in to the left, head back, breathe out, down to the right, chin to chest. Bringing the head up, nodding the head up and down very gently, extending fully, or as fully as you can, left and right. Let's take the head forwards and backwards now like a peacock, jutting the chin out and bringing the chin into the neck. Up and down again, left and right. And then gently, all directions, up and down, left and right, zigzagging the nose. And then coming back to centre. All right, so we're going to have, we'll have a drink, and then we're going to come on our knees. I'm just going to get rid of these messages here, except I can't. Okay. I daren't mess with them, think it'll go wrong. So have a drink, then come onto your hands and knees, and we're going to do a bit of crawling. So coming onto hands and knees, let's just do a bit of forwards and backwards crawling on our mats. I don't know how much space you've got. Again, you might have a rogue dog or a cat coming to join in, that's fine. Or maybe a goat, like goat yoga. Bit of side to side crawling. And maybe just trying to move sort of in a figure of 8 just on the mat. Both forwards and backwards. And then we're going to come back to the centre of the mat. And we're going to do Vyagra Pranayama, so breathing like a tiger. Breathing into all of our lungs. Having the knees together underneath the hips, unless you've got a bad back, in which case have them apart. Hands together under the shoulders. And we're going to breathe fully through the low, the mid and the upper lung. And breathe out through the low, the mid and the upper lung. So as you're doing this, try and visualise the air moving in and out of the lungs in that way. So breathing in, lifting the tailbone, lowering the abdomen, lifting the head. Breathing out, arching the back, chin to chest. Breathing in, lowering the abdomen, lifting the head. Breathing out, arch the back, chin to chest. Breathing in, lowering the abdomen, lifting the head. Breathing out, arch the back, chin to chest. Twice more. Breathing in, lift the head. Breathing out, chin to chest. Once more. Breathing in, lowering, lifting the head. Breathing out, arch the back. And then coming to sit back on the heels. Alright, so we'll do Danda Kriya, which is that lovely flowing movement where we move with the breath, take our head to the mat, roll on top of our head, come back up and then rise up on the knees and take a back bend. If you can't roll on top of the head, just breathe and imagine you are and do your best. So sitting on the heels. So breathing in, breathing out, coming forwards, head to the mat. Breathe in, roll on top of the head. Breathe out, roll back down. Lift the head, breathe in, coming up. And breathing out. Breathing in, rising up, bending the back. Breathing out, sitting back down. And again, breathing in. Breathing out, coming forwards, head to the mat. Breathe in, roll on top of the head. Breathe out, rolling back down. Lifting the head, breathing in, coming all the way back up. And breathing out. Breathing in, rising up, bending the back. Breathing out, sitting back down. One more time, breathing in, breathing out, head to mat. Breathe in, top of the head. Breathe out, back down. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, breathe in, rising up, bend the back. Breathe out, coming to sit back on the heels. Alright, so last thing on the knees, have a shake out of the legs if you need to. And then just coming back onto the knees, or if it's really painful on the knees, you can just sit with the legs out in front to do this. We're going to do Mukha Bhastrika. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in, and we're going to blast the air out the tops of the lungs, get rid of all that stale, germy air, so we can get some good fresh air in. We need to purse our lips to do this and make a as we take our head all the way to the mat, blasting out. It's one breath and you're just whooshing the air out of the lungs. Alright, so however you're sitting, breathing in, breathing out, coming forward, head to the mat. Breathing in, lift the head, nice deep breath in, filling the lungs, and again whooshing out. Breathing in, lifting the head, filling the lungs. Last time, really whooshing out. Now keeping the head on the mat, tucking the nose in towards the knees, so you're stretching the neck, taking the hands to the soles of the feet and letting the arms flop outwards, and just relaxing in this position, relaxing with the head on the mat, just breathing gently. And then lifting the head, breathing in, coming all the way up. Take the right hand behind you and then the left. We're just going to stretch back, let the head hang gently, stretching the neck and the shoulders, breathing into the mid-chest. Breathing nice and deeply, feeling the middle of the chest stretch with every inhale. And then as you inhale, pushing up with the right hand, coming up. And we're going to tuck our toes under, come up into a squat. So either squatting flat on the feet or on the toes, either keeping the hands on the mat in front of you, or if you can, hugging the knees, tucking the head in, screwing yourself up into a little ball. And then stretching the hands towards the top of the mat. And we're going to straighten the legs and come up into Merusasana. So in this position, just check the feet are hip width and the hands are shoulder width. The legs are straight, the arms and the back is straight, and you're in a nice V-shaped position. Just wobble the head a little just to loosen the neck, and then bring it back to stillness. And just hold here for a moment. Just keep breathing, resting, and then walking the hands to the feet, staying over the feet with the legs straight. Just do a bit of bouncing over the toes, just stretching out the backs of the legs. Let gravity help you a little. Don't worry if you're not touching your toes. Keep the legs straight. And then bending the knees, let's roll up to standing. And we're up. So have a drink. Gonna have a check what's going on here. Sorry I keep looking at this iPad. Alright, so let's do a bit of warming up, standing up. We'll do a few postures. So if you've got any socks on, you should take them off. You need to be on a non-slip surface. I don't want anyone falling over. Often a bit difficult on carpet. Standing on the left foot. Let's give the right foot a good shake. Shake it out. Standing on the right, let's give the left foot a good shake. The other thing about the left and rights on this is that I'm actually mirrored. When I watched it back I realised, which is very weird, but hey. Standing on the left, we're going to swing the right foot or the right leg forwards and back. You're going to bring the left arm in, so the left arm and the right leg are both going the same direction. And then when you think, hey, this is nice, you're going to switch, so the arm and the leg are going in the opposite direction. Whoop. Test the brain. And then we're going to switch. So standing on the right, let's swing the left leg to start with. And bring the right arm in. So you're swinging the arm and the leg in the same direction. And then when you're ready, let's switch. So the arm and the leg are going the opposite way. So well done. If you manage that, it's always a bit tricky. All right, so just coming back to the both feet. Let's come onto the toes, stretching the toes. And then coming back onto the heels. And then on the toes. I think my head's disappearing off the screen. And then the heels. Whoop. Once more toes. And then heels. Alright, so we're going to do our throwing out, but we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to do some deep breathing first. So firstly, I want you to wrap your arms around your abdominal area. So give yourself a nice hug, holding really tightly so you're feeling the abdominal lower lung area with your whole of your arms. And we're going to breathe deeply 3 times into that area before we throw out. So breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out. And again, breathing in and breathing out. Then we're just going to move the arms around the body. Let's just stir up the air around us, get rid of any negative energy, and we're going to breathe in and throw it out. So breathing in, gathering it up, letting it go. And we're going to come to the middle chest area. So again, wrapping your arms tight as you can around the middle of the chest, focusing your mind on the mid chest area. We're going to breathe deeply 3 times into the middle of the chest. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Once more, breathing in and breathing out. So again, I'm wrapping the arms. Let's move the arms around the body. Let's get rid of any negativity, anything that we don't want. We can use this practice to get rid of it, throw it off. So moving all around, cleaning up. Let's gather it up, breathing in, let it go. Okay, so we're going to go into the upper chest area. So this time coming right up around the neck, taking the hands to behind the shoulder blades, hugging the shoulders. Might feel a little bit strangled, but holding tight and focusing on the upper lung area. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Once more, breathing in and breathing out. Unraveling the arms again, last time now, last clean out, getting rid of any germs, negativity, bad moods. Let's get rid of it all and lift our spirits. So clearing up, so gathering it up, breathe it in, let it go. Let the arms swing. Let's take the arms around the body, hitting the body. And then just coming back to standing. Let's just take the palms out, close the eyes. Just bring the weight slightly forward to the balls of the feet. Just letting the breath slow, letting the body rest, letting the body relax, slowing the breath. Alright, so opening the eyes, let's do a couple of postures. So coming, so you're lengthways on your mat. Oh, my head's gone. Alright, we're going to jump or step the feet quite wide and the arms at shoulder level. So feet are wide, arms are at shoulder level. Check your posture, make sure your feet are parallel. Make sure the arms are nice and straight and firm, but you're not hunching those shoulders to the ears, they're nice and relaxed. So turning on the right heel now. So your right hand and your right foot are facing the same way. We're going to bend the right knee into Virasana, warrior posture. So breathe in, breathing out, bending the right knee. Looking along the right middle finger, just check the right knee isn't forward of the right ankle. If it is, adjust your legs so your right knee's in a right angle. Focusing on the right middle finger, make sure the left arm is up. Keep holding, keep breathing, nice and strong. And then turn the right hand so the palm is facing upwards. And then breathe in, bringing the right arm directly overhead, taking the left hand just to the left leg. And if you can, looking up at the right hand. Keep holding, keep breathing. And breathing in, breathing out, bringing the arms back to the first position. Breathing in, straighten the leg, bring the head and foot back to center. And we'll go the opposite way. So turning on the left heel now, so your left foot is in line with the left hand. Make sure that right arm is straight. Going to bend the left knee. So breathing in, breathing out, bending the left knee again. Check the left knee isn't forward of the ankle. Check the right hand or the right arm is straight. Focus on your left middle finger. Keep holding, keep breathing. And then turning the right hand so the palm is facing upwards, the left hand, sorry. Breathing in, bringing the left hand directly up, taking the right hand to the leg. Looking up at the left hand, keep holding, keep breathing. Lovely stretch. And breathing in, breathing out, bringing the arms back to the first position. Straighten the left leg, turn the foot and head back to center. Jumping or stepping the feet back together. Closing the eyes. Just let the body rest. Feeling the relaxation come into the body now that the tension has been removed. Alright, so we'll do Trikona Asana. So again, jumping or stepping the feet a little bit closer this time, 2 to 3 feet apart, arms at shoulder level. Turning on the right heel so the right foot's facing the same direction as the right middle finger. We'll keep the legs straight and we're going to take the right hand down to the right leg. Imagining you're between two panes of glass, so no tipping forwards. So breathing in, breathing out, taking the right hand down to the right leg, taking the left arm directly above the head. If you can, turning your head to look at the back of the left hand. Keep holding, keep breathing. Looking down at the right foot, breathing in, bringing the arms back up. Turn the foot and head back to center. Going the other way, so turning on the left heel, looking along the left middle finger, we'll take the left hand down to the left leg. Breathing in, Breathing out, stretching forward, taking the left hand down to the left leg. Taking the right arm up directly above the head. Looking up at the right hand if you can. Keep holding, keep breathing. Remember the 2 panes of glass, make sure the body isn't tipping forwards. If it is, come up on the left leg. Looking down at the left foot, breathing in, bringing the arms back up. Turn the foot and head back to center, jumping the feet back together. Taking the palms out, closing the eyes, letting the body rest for a moment. Opening the eyes. Alright, so let's do Nataraja Asana tonight, the dancer's posture. So that's our balance posture tonight. So just coming to stand on the right foot to start with. I'll do it this way. Bringing the left foot up behind you, holding onto the left foot with the left hand, and then bringing the right hand all the way up. If that's enough, that's fine. Just find a spot on the floor to focus on and hold here and balance. Breathing into the right lung. Or if you want to, just try and take the left foot out behind you, keeping the body up, looking like an elegant dancer. Breathing deeply into the right lung, arching the back, focusing and breathing. Breathing out, bringing the leg and the arm back down. And we'll go the other way. I'm sure you all looked beautiful and elegant, as you always do. Standing on the left foot now. So bringing the right foot up behind you. So grabbing hold of those left toes or left foot. Right foot, you know what I mean. Holding the right foot with the right hand. Bringing the left hand up. And then either holding here if you can, bringing the right foot out behind you, arching the back, keeping the body up, breathing into the left lung this time. Keep holding, keep breathing. Focusing on your balance. And breathing out, coming back down. And again, just taking the hands out, closing the eyes, letting the body rest, absorbing the practice. Alright, so let's come down. We'll come down with a forward bend. So just have the feet a little bit apart, maybe hip width apart, standing up nice and straight. Breathing in, taking the arms all the way up overhead, stretching them up. Breathing out, keeping the arms alongside the ears, coming all the way down. When you're as far as you can go, grabbing hold of the legs, whether that's the thighs or the shins or the ankles or the toes. If you can touch your toes with straight legs, you can lift your feet up and place your hands under your feet. Just make sure the legs are straight. Wherever you are, breathe in now, lifting the head, looking up. Breathing out now, bringing the head back down. Just holding here for a couple of moments. And stretching the backs of the legs and the back. Letting gravity help you down a little. Keep breathing. Breathing through it. Taking the hands off wherever they are now, bringing them to the floor, and then very slowly bending the knees and coming to sit on the heels. And we're back on the mat. Alright, so coming to lie on your backs now, we'll do some leg lifting before we go into relaxation. So lying down on the mat, Have the legs out straight and the heels together. Have the head in centre. Arms alongside the body with the palms facing down. And we'll just do some simple leg lifts tonight, raising and lowering the legs. So we'll do the right leg 3 times with the breath, raising and lowering, in for 6 and out for 6. And then the left leg 3 times as well. So right leg first. So breathing in, lifting the right leg all the way up, flatten the foot at the top. Breathing out, lowering the right leg all the way down. And again, breathing in, lifting the right leg all the way up, flatten the foot. Breathing out, slowly lowering. Once more, breathing in, lifting the right leg up, flattening the foot. Breathing out, slowly lowering. Left leg, breathing in, lifting the left leg all the way up, flatten the foot. Breathing out, lowering back down, nice and slow. Left leg, breathing in, lifting, flattening the foot. Breathing out and lowering. Once more, breathing in, lifting the left leg all the way up, flatten the foot. Breathing out and lowering back down. Just let the feet flop. Gonna lift the head to look at the toes, so just breathe in, look at the toes, and breathe out and lower the head gently back down. Breathing in, lifting the head, looking at the toes. Breathing out, lowering back down. And again, breathing in, lifting the head. Breathing out and lowering. Once more, breathing in, lifting, looking at the toes. Breathing out, lowering back down. Just rocking the head very gently from side to side. And then bringing the head back to centre. Bringing the knees into the chest, just give yourself a hug. Have a little rock, massaging the back. And then bringing the feet down. We're going to go into relaxation, so if you want to grab a blanket, some socks, anything else comfy you've got there. I'm going to go and turn the lights off. And we're going to go into relaxation. So make yourself comfy. Okay. Hope this doesn't look too spooky. Got my lamp. Alright, so making yourself comfy now. Coming to lie on your back. So either sitting with the legs out straight, lying with the legs out straight, or if you have a bad back, you can bring the knees up. Or if you need to, you can lie on your left side at any time, if that's more comfy. The important thing is to be comfortable. So lying on the back, just bring the heels together, let the feet flop outwards. Have the arms alongside the body for the moment. Just gently rocking the head from side to side, just loosening the neck. And then bringing the head back to centre. Alright, so we're going to do pranava relaxation. So we're going to breathe into each area of the lungs. We're going to place our hands on each area of the lungs to help focus our mind there, help us breathe deeply into that area. And we'll breathe in deeply, and then when we breathe out, we're going to make the corresponding sound of that area of the lung. And I'll tell you which they are as we move through. So you may not want to make it a very loud sound if you're self-conscious, so that's fine. But the sound does help with the relaxation, vibrates through the body and affects that part of the body, whether it's the low part of the body or the mid part or the upper part. Alright, so bringing the hands now to the lower lung area. So placing the hands, the palms flat on the abdominal area, so they're just below the rib cage, the palms are flat and the fingertips are together. We're going to breathe deeply 3 times into this area, and as we breathe out, we're going to make the sound ah. Okay, so breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in. Breathing in. So moving the hands now to the mid-chest area. So the palms are flat across the middle of the chest, fingertips are touching, focusing the mind on breathing into the middle area of the chest. And when we breathe out, this time we'll be making the sound ooh. So breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Breathing in. Breathing in. Moving the hands up to the upper chest area. So the fingertips are touching the collarbones, and the hands are kind of pointing towards the neck. Palms are flat on the upper chest area. And this time when we breathe out, we're going to make the sound quite a nasally sound that vibrates through the head. So breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in. Breathing in. Now just have one hand across the middle of the chest and the other hand on the abdomen. And we're going to make all 3 sounds. So we're going to breathe in through the low, the mid and the upper. And as we breathe out, we're going to make the sounds ah, ooh and Unite those sounds together. So nice deep breath, breathing in. Breathing in. come to the sides of the body, palms turned upwards. Just bring the breathing back to normal. Just feeling the vibration moving around the body, letting it relax you. Now just taking your mind down to your toes, focusing on your toes, feeling a tingle and a warmth in the toes as you focus on your toes. And then letting that tingling move up through the feet and the ankles. Feeling the tingling and the warmth in the calves and the knees, moving to the thighs. Feeling a tingling and a warmth in the base of the spine, moving all around the hips and the pelvis. Letting that tingling and warmth spread through the abdomen and then all the way up the back and around the sides, across the chest. So the whole torso is feeling tingly and warm. Focusing on the fingertips, feeling the fingertips start to tingle, feeling that tingly warmth, letting the tingly warmth spread up the fingers, through the hands and the wrists, flowing through the upper arms and the elbows, letting the warmth flow up the upper arms and into the shoulders, feeling that tingling in the neck and the jaw, feeling the warmth and the tingly feeling of relaxation washing over the face, letting it spread to the back of the head, to the top of the head, and then to the forehead. Just focusing your mind on the forehead, and the whole body now is feeling warm and relaxed and calm and still. Just bringing the mind now back to your breath. Just take a few deep breaths now. Starting to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe taking a stretch of the body. And then very slowly rolling onto the left side. Just resting your head on your left arm. Just resting there for a moment. Then rolling onto your front, just resting the head on the backs of the hands. Just resting there. And then when you're ready, just pushing yourself up to sitting, coming to sit. Cross-legged, eyes closed, palms together at the chest in Namaskara Mudra. And then we'll just chant to close the class. sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you feel relaxed. I hope I don't look a bit too much like I'm in the Blair Witch Project with this lamp. But it all seems to have worked tonight. So thank you ever so much for joining in as always. I'll be back on Saturday. I hope you're all keeping well and keeping positive. And please don't hesitate to contact me for a chat, for any questions or for anything you'd like to see. So take care and thank you very much. Good night.